Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. We're in snowy South Carolina.
We batch record these 5 Sip Friday videos so that we can release them as a series all summer long. This one is being recorded on January, I believe, 22 of 2025 in Charleston, South Carolina. It's not supposed to look like this. This is not why we come south every year, but here we are.
If you watched last week's, it was beautiful blue sky, which it is again today, but a very different atmosphere.
Yeah, totally different vibe here. My feet are freezing. We're wearing gloves. I'm looking into the sun. My eyes are watering. You know what? It's 5 Sip Friday. The things we do for you and the things we do for whiskey. We want to say a huge thank you this week to our friend Brent Pounds for supplying this sample. Eager to get into this here. If it's your first time joining us for 5 Sip Friday, we nose the glass, take 5 sips, try to figure out what the heck we think it is. We say whether or not we like it, and ultimately it's revealed. It's too cold for me to talk right now. It is frigid out here. Let's get to the nose.
Ooh. It smells like bourbon. It smells oaky.
It's got some power.
It does smell proofy, but not in a bad way.
Caramel, tobacco.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this one.
I think so too.
A little fruit in there.
We've been drinking a couple times in the last week a cognac finished whiskey.
Oh no.
Maybe. What do you say?
If it is.
Let's start the weekend.
Let's start the weekend.
Cheers.
The glass has only been out here for a few minutes and it's cold already. Ooh,
Wow.
Right out of the gate. I sometimes say this because I get that like real rush of strawberries. Kind of tastes like a Buffalo Trace, like an E.H. Taylor or something like that.
Interesting. Wow. Well,
Oh.
if this is a Taylor, it is a very, it's got to be barrel proof because there's a heat here that is, it's warming me up. Kind of want to unzip my jacket now. Feeling pretty good at the moment.
I know, and on the finish, that came in just like a little bit late. Nice tobacco note. I
Yeah.
really liked that. This
Yeah.
is a really delicious, very enjoyable sip.
Yeah, the pipe tobacco coming through there on the finish is the thing that's making me really enjoy sip one here. Just sitting with it, by the way, in the cold, still getting notes from it. This is great.
I know, I was thinking this is the sip that keeps on giving because now there's a little mint. I'm
Oh.
getting a little peppermint on it. Going against my Buffalo Trace guess already.
Okay, let's go to sip 2.
Gosh, now that mint is really, really prevalent. Also a little bit of pepper. Gosh, I don't think it's a rye, but it does have some aspects of it that could be maybe like a high rye.
Yeah, it's spicy. It's got some spice to it. The vanilla here is really nice. It's buttery, and maybe I'm thinking butter flavor because it's so buttery and velvety on the palate. Man, does that coat nice.
I like this
Man,
one.
it's parked in there. It got a parking pass. It's gonna stick around for the afternoon. This is a great whiskey to sip on a day when I can't look at the camera because the sun is right here. Can't see anything. My eyes, I think, are frozen over at this point.
No,
It
I
doesn't
think
matter.
it's so bright because the sun reflecting off the snow, reflecting off our eyeballs.
Any direction that I look, the sun is going to affect me. Let's go to sip 3. I think I stand by my cognac guess from the nose. The cherry that's showing up here, very reminiscent of that hard truth cognac finished rye that we just had recently. This doesn't strike me as having rye notes on the back end. The spice that's there, I don't think that that's rye grain, but this is delicious.
I agree. I think the spiciness comes from a proof. It feels warm. I mean, it is cold out, but like it feels warm.
Yeah.
Interesting with your finishing.
I mean,
don't
it would be
necessarily-
real odd if it was a cognac finish after we've had like 2 in the last couple of weeks and
I
we've
know.
never had one before that.
Right.
Pretty strange.
And he gave these to us, before our trip. So
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Interesting whiskey. Sip number 4?
Yeah.
I think I'm drooling on myself. I like it so much. I just spent a lot of time just working that around on the tongue. Took a bigger sip that time. This is beautiful, beautiful whiskey.
I just keep trying to think about what this is, like what distillery this is, because
Oh, yeah.
I've had a bunch of things go through my mind, everything from the Buffalo Trace, then it was like a new riff, and then I was like, is it a Barton product? Is it a barrel product? But
Right.
I've canceled out barrel because that reminiscent flavor isn't there that I associate with barrel.
Yeah, I don't get any Tennessee on this whatsoever. I do have a hunch
Yeah.
on a distillery a little
more.
bit,
Yeah.
but I want to sip some more. Sip number 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took a healthier sip on that one.
It tastes good when you take a healthy sip of this,
Yeah.
by the way.
Really great brown sugar. There's a slight tobacco in there. There's a slight licorishness to
A
it.
little bit.
That mint that came in on the sip 2 and 3, or 1, 2, and 3, kind of disappeared here a little bit.
I don't know if it's subsiding or if we're getting used to it.
Yeah,
but
we
I
might be
feel the
getting
same
used
way.
to it.
Wow.
I
This
really
is-
like it. It's a
You like it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
a.
do too.
And I'm trying to figure out if the spiciness is coming from. It's almost hard to talk right now, and I think it's a little bit because it's cold out, and a little bit because the mouth feels a little bit sticky.
It doesn't have honey flavor, but man,
No.
it glues your mouth shut like you just took a scoop of honey.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious whiskey. We're gonna take a beat, say what we think this is, and then let's have it revealed.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna go bourbon. I'm gonna go 118 proof, and I think I'm gonna go out on a ledge and say new riff.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Yeah, we never get it right if it's new riff.
Yeah. Taking a flyer.
And you like it, of course.
Yes.
That was great.
I do like it. It's delicious.
Part of me wanted to say that this was an American whiskey because it's got a bit of that hazmat quality to
Yeah.
it, proof-wise. But I think the flavors, the depth of flavor, the character here, I'm not going to go that route. I'm with you. I think this is a bourbon.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's an MGP sourced product. I'm trying to think of who would do something like a cognac finish because once it's in my head, I can't get it out of there. So I think I'm going to be wrong on this one, but let's go for it. I'm going to say Four-Gate.
Oh, nice. We
Yes.
haven't guessed that, I don't think.
I don't think I've ever guessed it. And I'm going to say, because I think that they do some oddball finishes, let's say cognac finish, let's say 125 proof. I never go that big. Maybe it's just the cold air today, but I am feeling it. And I am feeling this whiskey. I love it. It's great.
All right. Got out my trusty phone.
By the way, another huge thank you to Brent Pounds. Every year, Brent just finds some of the oddest, most exciting whiskeys to send to us. And this is a good example of it. This is great.
So neither one of us were right on the brand.
Okay.
Though I do love this. We do have a couple of these bottles. It is Joseph Magnus. It's a cigar blend, and it is straight bourbon whiskey finished in Armagnac, sherry, and cognac casks. And
One
this
out
is
of 3.
and this is batch 77. And it's so funny when you said finish, I was like, you should say sherry because we've been drinking a lot of sherry finished stuff. So
I didn't get the sherry
Yeah.
on there, but that is very interesting.
unfortunately I can't see the proof in the photo, but we'll add it down below.
Yeah, it'll be in the notes here. It's we have, I think, batch 77, which this is. I think that's the Freebird batch, Nancy Fraley selection. That's in the 120 something proof range, I believe. So I'm pretty sure that we did okay on proof. I'm pretty sure we did okay on the original source of it because I think that stuff is MGP.
Okay.
Got a cognac finish there. We got bourbon.
You did really great. I only got bourbon. That's the only thing I got.
I think
Maybe the
there's,
proof. We'll
there's
see.
a lot of positives here. We're gonna walk away winners today, I think, on 5 Sip Friday, and so are you. Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have fun? Then you're a winner too.
Yeah, and I feel like so far this season, we haven't nailed anything, but we haven't got anything completely wrong to my recollection. So I feel like we're off to a good start.
Yeah, we haven't completely fallen on our faces. That's a win too, from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. My toes are frozen.
That sun feels good though.
Hey, sherry, cognac, and Armagnac, which is a fun word to say.
Calling all hitchhikers, hop-ons, backseat drivers, and navigators. The Bourbon Van is hitting the road from coast to coast in 2025, and we want you to come along for the ride. Join our Patreon community for as little as $3 a month to make sure you never miss a meetup, single barrel selection, or road trip adventure.